Say you're not.
Good evening. My name is David Terry here at
The holes? You didn't skip one, did you?
No, I didn't. For breakfast, I had nothing. No, I don't like to eat before I play.
Played on an empty stomach. We'll have
I'm hungry now.
Yeah.
Good evening. My name is David Terry here at 8.7 News. Tonight's top stories will bring you scandal at the Capitol, a major computer software arrest, and also a medical update on Brandon's disease. After these messages.
Wait. No, wait. Okay, we're gonna. You give us 5 seconds.
I'll give you a 3.
Take it again.
It doesn't.
So
Everything's in. So when I go,
5, 4.
just do a 3 count. We're wasting time with the 5. 3, 2, 1.
Right on 1.
I'll go 3, 2, 1, and when I go like this, Steve's
Guys.
gonna press record, and we're gonna go.
Hey, these guys over there. Quiet.
Okay.
Quiet on the set.
3, 2, 1.
Got it.
Right there's the pause. Now when you're done, when I go 1, you hit record.
Okay.
On 1, you hit the record. Come on, let's go.
But when we get through talking on film,
No. Now you guys, just keep it quiet. Don't rattle papers or anything.
Tom, get a piece of Scotch tape. I'll make it do. You gotta roll it. We're gonna take
quiet on the set. Okay, let's go. Come on, we're working ahead of schedule now.
Come on, we're actually ahead for once.
Guys, hey, we're 11 minutes ahead of schedule.
Prepare.
Let's go.
3, 2, 1.
Showing the physical effects of Brandon's disease. With more on Brandon's disease, I turned to my health expert.
5, 4, 3, you're on.
Hi, David. Brandon's disease is a very bad disease named after Brandon, who contracted it just by being born. The effects of this disease are incessantly talking about nothing, reciting perfectly stupid speeches, and singing Willie Nelson songs whenever possible. The physical effects of this disease resemble a birthmark on the lower back, resembling a kick me sign. The only cure for this disease is a rap on the head,
5, you're on.
hitting them with a board, or any resembling object. Talk to you, Dave.
Also, with another medical update, here's Dr. Bob.
4, 3.
Thank you, David. Dennis Holmes is the first brain donor to remain alive after donating his brain to science. Dennis Holmes looked like this before he had his donation. Now, though, after the operation, he seems to be doing fine. Back to you, Dave. Also, in Poland, 3 weeks ago, excuse me, this just in. Brett Brandeville and Lee Marone were caught this morning in the girls' bathroom. We'll keep you informed as developments happen. Also, we have
All right, 5, go.
Police! Come on with your hands on top of your head! Now we'll shoot! Wow, they don't have those things in there.
Come on. Oh, get the camera out of here.
In Poland, 3 weeks ago, 2 Polish citizens protesting the Polish government locked themselves in a Polish outhouse. Within a couple of days, other Polish citizens also locked themselves in the outhouse to also protest. Soon there were so many Polish people in there that they had to vacate every single portion of that outhouse. In fact, they set a world record. And, more in the Brett Brandon and Lee Marone case. Brett Brandon and Lee Marone were just convicted of trespassing on foreign territory and were exiled to a maximum security beach in Hawaii. They were sentenced to 20 years good times and easy labor in Hawaii. And now we turn to Radical Rick.
Hey, thanks, dude. This week in Mega Music, Michael Jackson will be doing a trio with Wacky Willie Nelson and an awesome Dolly Parton called Billie Jean Goes on the Road Again, or Bust. Also in Mega Music, our very own runner-up Geek of the Year, Chuck Meyer, has cut his very first album titled I'm a Dude. Some of the songs from this album are Chucky Just Wants to Have Fun, Chucky, You're a Hard Habit to Break, one of my favorites, When Chuck Cries, another good one, Chucky's on Fire, Sharp Dressed Chucky, Chucky Jean, and of course Chuck It, Chuck in USA, sounds like a hit, Chuck Busters, alright, and also finally, Chuck's Not Gonna Take It. Back to you, Dave.
Another note. This just in. Brett Brandymule has been discharged from his 20-year sentence to serve in prison on account of him having Brandymule's disease. Lee Marone has escaped and was last seen in Hollywood signing a movie contract.
There's a killer in your school, a ruthless killer. This time nothing will stop him. See Friday the 13th. Jason lives with Lee Marone and star of many other horror films as Jason. Brett Brandymule as the hero of the story. David Perry and Jody Rosinski as two of the victims.
Quiet.
Go!
In 1984, a crack commando group of students were charged for crimes they sure as heck committed. These men promptly escaped from the maximum security prisons who live in the Omro underground and serve as mathematicians of fortune. If you have the money, and if you can find them, maybe you can hire the Madden.
6.
As you must know, early this morning, the nuclear plant at Winneconne High School melted down, leaving many of the walls burned to a crisp.
Fused.
Yeah. And now we turn to our computer expert, Mr. Fortran Pascal.
David, what basically happened was agents from the FBI stormed into Omro High School and arrested John Hall, Leon Frinsky, and Mike Anstad in the largest computer software scandal ever. They discovered rooms. The FBI is also looking into allegedly puppy abuses. Leon Frinsky, informants to the FBI, namely Jody Wazinski and Randy Kirk, instructed to lay low for
8. 7.
Here at 8.7 TV News, we try to bring you some good news. And speaking of good news, Ron Holmes has bought a one-way ticket to Russia. Also, the Omro High 7th hour speech class has been denoted as the best speech class in the whole nation.
Both. Crap.
From all of us here at 8.7, good night. Are we off the air?
Yeah, we're off the air. We're off the air. Get out of here. Let's get out of here. No! Everybody get out of there now. Fused.
10. Hold it.
Whoa!
10.
Whoa!
9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3.
Unless you want to develop a strong attachment to dinner, choose.
A scandal at the Capitol, major computer software arrest, and an update on Brandymule's disease. More after these messages. David? Brad?
Personal question?
Brett Brandymule's body odor. Patent number 578305. Wear it and experience your most sensual dreams.
On October 5th, 1984, Lee Marone ran himself over during driver's ed. But we can rebuild him. We have the gall.
Steel walls.
Steel wall.
Steel wall.
Steel wall.
Steel walls. Screw. 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 Screw.
Right in the national news, a scandal rocked the Capitol today when it was discovered that Speaker of the House, Tip O'Neill, posed nude for a medical textbook, showing the physical effects of Brandymule's disease. With more on Brennan-Muir's disease, I turn to Dean Vesperman.
Hi, David. My name is Dean Vesterman, and I am here to talk about Brennan-Muir's disease. It was named after Brennan-Muir because he was the first to contract it. The mental effects of this disease are incessantly talking about nothing, reciting perfectly stupid speeches, and singing Willie Nelson songs whenever possible. The physical effects of this disease resemble a large kick me sign on the lower back. The only way to cure this disease is to hit the person in the buckle head with a ball, or anything that resembles such. David?
Thank you, Dean. And now with another medical update, I turn to Dr. Bob with the first brain donation ever.
Thank you, David. Dennis Holmes is the first brain donation patient to really give his brain to someone.
In Poland, 3 weeks ago, 2 Polish citizens locked themselves in an outhouse to protest the Polish government. In a few days, more Polish people, also protesting the government, locked themselves in the same outhouse. In fact, so many Polish people entered that outhouse, they had to stay in every single portion, including the lower portion. And also, consequently, they set the first Polish entry into the Guinness Book of World Records. Oh, this just in. More on the Brett Brandemille and Lee Marone case. They were just convicted of trespassing on a foreign territory and...
Hey all you headbangers. This is Astounding Eddie telling you about the newest album by Michael Bonger, entitled The Big Bad One. This album is the soundtrack to Yes, the smash hit Big Bad Bongo Goes to Boston. On this awesome 2-record set are smash hits like Big Bad Bongo, Boy Bongo, Bongo, He's Our Man, Bongo Blitz, Bongo Mobile, Billy Billy, Bongo, G.I. Mike, Mr. Massive, Bongo the Boy Wonder, and you girls' favorites and mine, Hey Baby Baby, Your Place or Mine. Now to Radical Rick, my personal buddy.
Thanks. This week in Mega Music, Michael Jackson will be doing a trio with Wacky Willie Nelson and awesome Dolly Parton called Billie Jean Goes on the Road Again, or Bust. Also, our very own runner-up Geek of the Year, Chuckleman Chucky Meyer.
In 1984, a crack commando group of students were charged for crimes they sure as heck committed. These men promptly escaped from the maximum security prison to live in the Omro High School.
And now in the local news. As you must know, the nuclear power plant at Winneconne High has melted down, leaving many Winneconne wolves glowing. Used. Yeah. Also, Ron Holmes said, quote, it looked like a big glowing gopher. Golly, unquote. And now we turn to our computer expert, Mr. Fortran Pascal.
Thank you, Dave. Dave, what basically happened was, agents from the FBI stormed Omro High School. Arrested John Hall and Leon Fransky and Michael Anstan.
And Stan!
In the largest computer software scandal. They found rooms full of illegally copied video games. Each the FBI also looked into allegedly puppy abuser Leon Fransky. Informants Jody Wazinski and Randy Kirk.
Here at 8.7 News, we always try to bring you good news. And speaking of good news, Ron Holmes has bought a one-way ticket to Russia. Also, the 7th hour speech class at Omro High was denoted as the best speech class in the whole USA. Good night.
9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Interested in finding the right broker to fit your needs? Well, old conventional ways that brokers made money are no longer relevant in today's market. Smith, Smith brokerage firm realizes this and makes money the new way. They sell their bots for $85 an hour. Smith, Smith, located on a strip in Omro.
A scandal rocked the Capitol when it was discovered that the Speaker of the House, Tip O'Neill, had posed nude for a medical textbook.
In his textbook, he showed the physical effects of Brandemuir's disease. With more on Brandemuir's disease, here's Heinrich Vesperman. Heinrich?
Hi, thank you, David. Brandemuir's disease is a very rare disease named after the first person who contracted the disease, Brett Brandemuir, who contracted it by just being born. The symptoms of this disease are incessantly talking about nothing, reciting perfectly stupid speeches, and singing Willie Nelson songs whenever possible. The physical effects of this disease resemble a birthmark on the lower back, resembling a kick-me-sign. The only way to cure this disease is to hit the person on the head with a board or anything that resembles such. David?
So today, another medical update is Dr. Bob on first brain donation ever.
Thank you, David. Dennis Holmes is the first brain donor to remain alive after donating his brain to a baboon to replace a baboon's brain that degenerated when the baboon's heart was given to baby Faye, who died of cephalitis, which is an infection of the brain. The baboon Bonzo Jr., whose father was Bonzo, and Bonzo's supporting actor, which shall remain nameless, but as a hint he's a president of the United States, coincidentally both died of the same cause as baby Faye, cephalitis. The president is brain dead, however, and still continues to run the country like he used to. Bonzo Jr. was given a mechanical heart, but died on the 10th day after receiving it. The mechanical heart was then given to Hal 9000, the robot, who was reported in stable condition. Baby Faye's heart was then given to Dennis Holmes, who buys, sells, and trades humans' organs or otherwise to humans or otherwise. Before Dennis's operation on the removal of his brain, he looked somewhat like this. Now, however, his doctors say that he's much better, and he also is in the same state of mind as the president is in, although Dennis's closest friends do not know any of the difference. Back to you, David.
Thank you, Dr. Bob. Also, in Poland, 3 weeks ago, 2 Polish citizens protested martial law when they locked themselves in an outhouse. Soon after that, more Poles entered this outhouse to also protest martial law. So, after a while, so many of these Polish people locked themselves in the outhouse that they had to vacate every single portion of the outhouse, including the bottom portion. But, in doing so, they have got their first entry into the World Book of Records. And now I turn to my fabulous music correspondent, Radical Rick.
Thanks, dude. This week in Mega Music, Michael Jackson will be doing a duet with Ozzy Osbourne entitled Barking at the Moon is a Real Thriller. Also, our very own runner-up Geek of the Year, Chucklin' Chucky Meyer, has cut his very first album entitled I'm a Dude. The songs in this album include Chucky's on Fire, Chuck's a Gigolo, Chuck in USA, Chuck's Not Gonna Take It, Chuck Doesn't Know Who You Are Either, Every Chucky Wants to Rule the World, Don't You Forget About Chuck, Chuck Don't Come Around Here No More, which sounds like a real good hit, Like a Chucky, Material Chuck, and Chuck Busters. Well, that's just about it this week. Oh, here's a special announcement. Ooh, this looks interesting. Lizzie Borden, the lead singer of one of my favorite heavy metal groups, Lizzie Borden, was arrested in connection with the axe murder of an Omro, Wisconsin family. Gee, the music world has lost a great psychopathic human being. Back to you, David.
World. In Africa, a group of spiritualists and shaman formed their own group, Africa for USA, in which, oh, this just in.
Come out with your hands up! It's the police!
Wow, they don't have those little things in here.
Come on!
Get away, get away.
Hey, come on.
You know, this is the conclusion of TV 87 News. We thank you. Are we off the air?
This is scuzzy.
I think we do. I think we are.
Okay, everybody.
Let's go! Party!